We have built our entire lives upon a foundation of flowing energy, rarely pausing to consider the fragile miracle of its constant presence.
Imagine the instantaneous confusion when that dependable, invisible current simply ceases to exist, making all our modern extensions useless. The familiar and instinctive flick of a switch is now met only with a profound and unyielding silence, replacing all light with deep shadows.
This isn't a temporary blackout that can be fixed. It is a fundamental global termination, an end to the very current we depend on. The constant underlying hum of the world disappears in an instant, replaced by an unsettling, complete, and echoing stillness.
That first moment of realization is chilling, the immediate profound comprehension that nothing electronic will ever work again. The once indispensable glowing rectangles in our pockets now become inert, silent bricks, completely unresponsive to our desperate taps. That familiar, reassuring hum from the kitchen is gone forever, and with it, the quiet promise of perfectly preserved food begins to fade. Every light switch, once a simple gesture of illumination, now yields only persistent darkness, an unyielding void where brightness once was. All forms of motorized transit come to an abrupt halt, turning our vital global infrastructure into little more than static, silent metal. Our celebrated monuments to technological might are now just dark, empty shells, silently mocking the human ambition that built them. The intricate, invisible flow of digital currency completely evaporates, rendering our entire system of paper and electronic wealth irrelevant overnight. The familiar, immediate voices of friends and loved ones are suddenly beyond reach, severed by the profound silence of global communication failure. The initial shock quickly gives way to a quiet, consuming terror, a realization of the isolation that comes with losing all technological comfort. But humanity adapts immediately, beginning the desperate, essential search for even the smallest, most fragile spark of necessary light. Fires, once archaic, become essential beacons of warmth and community, drawing people together, sharing whispered stories in the profound dark. The celestial tapestry above, long hidden by our artificial glow, now unfurls in breathtaking majesty, a reminder of forgotten wonders. Physical books, genuine conversations, and simple rediscovered hobbies reemerge, offering new, tangible forms of essential entertainment and connection. Isolated individuals dissolve into true communities, relying on one another and sharing precious remaining resources in a beautiful, necessary collaboration. The rhythm of daily existence profoundly shifts, compelling us to reconnect with the patient earth and the forgotten essential means of simple survival. Water, that fundamental human need, is instantly transformed from a given convenience to a hard-won, incredibly precious resource to be protected. Distances instantly become immense again. All journeys are now measured by the sheer endurance of our steps, not by the swiftness of an engine. Nature swiftly reasserts its profound, quiet dominance. Its patient, inescapable cycles once again dictate the essential rhythm of human life. Practical knowledge becomes the new currency. Essential survival skills, long forgotten, are rapidly and urgently passed down to the next generation. Our once sedentary bodies, long accustomed to effortless convenience, quickly rediscover a surprising capacity for necessary self-reliant strength and enduring resilience. Individualism gives way to essential collaboration. Our collective human ingenuity becomes the most powerful and effective tool for overcoming new obstacles. Amidst the inevitable struggles and profound scarcity, an unexpected, almost forgotten sense of quiet, genuine peace can slowly begin to emerge. The world, stripped of all man-made mechanical noise and electric chatter, finally reveals the complex, natural, and profound symphony of life itself. Human closeness, no longer filtered through the cold distance of technology, becomes immediately and powerfully tangible, an absolute necessity for survival. Simple, fundamental joys, once overshadowed by endless consumer desires, now shine with unexpected and truly brilliant necessary fulfillment. Our personal histories, the beloved shared stories and cherished memories, become our only true cinematic entertainment, passed down by flickering candlelight. The immense, indifferent universe, suddenly visible and overwhelming, reminds us of our true tiny scale within the incomprehensible natural order.
Challenges will certainly persist and threaten, but so too will the fiercely stubborn, indomitable spirit of essential human perseverance and will.
Even in the stark ruins of our technological collapse, the tenacious, inherent will of life inevitably finds a way to adapt and beautifully persist. The ancient, reliable cycle of the solar day continues. The sun still rises and sets, marking new, essential beginnings regardless of our status.
We are forced to redefine human progress, measuring success not by what we consume, but by how wisely and creatively we now endure.
A completely new societal path is being forged by sheer, collective necessity, guided now by our shared resilience and inherent ingenuity. We would ultimately find our true way back to the core of humanity, to the essential and powerful warmth of our unmediated social existence. Because even when surrounded by the most absolute, profound, and consuming darkness, there will always be a tiny light to be found. If the world eventually loses all its power, we lose much comfort, but we simultaneously rediscover the very core of our shared authentic selves.
Stripped bare of every modern convenience, we finally remember what truly sustains us, not technology, but connection and resourcefulness.
The resilient human spirit is fundamentally unyielding, and the essential power of our unbreakable bond proves to be completely inexhaustible.
And in that profound, echoing, and perfect silence, we might at last hear the true, steady rhythm of our own hearts beating once again. A world utterly without power, but still overwhelmingly full of genuine and hard-earned hope for the future.
If someday